geometric design, it is a prominent grace in which simple shapes are used in innovative creations. Geometric design, which is based on mathematical concept, can be made with formulaic precision or through experimentation. So when applied correctly, geometric design can be highly adaptable, captivating, and functional in some circumstances. So you can utilize them to give your designs more brightness and vitality, or a gentler elegance and style. So there are endless possibilities even if you only employ a few shades in your design. So we can train ourselves to find a geometry in everyday object and a work of art. The line, shape, form, pattern, symmetry that is a part of balance, the scale, and proportion are the building blocks of both art and math. Now it's time to have some fun. I am Angeline Chanya, your host for the show. Welcome to the Geometric Family Feud. The mechanics of this show is the first team who bosses on the first gets to provide the answer. So we have two fantastic teams right there, the team A and the team B. And they will compete for a chance to win our secret prize. So, if you are ready, let's start the feud. For the first question, what are the 5 levels of thinking or understanding in geometry? Could you also provide examples?
According to Perry Van Healy, visualization or recognition like squares and rectangles seems to be different. The analysis, rectangles have 4 right angles. The abstraction, simple deduction can be followed but proof is not understood. The deduction, proof can be written with understanding. And last is the rigor, non-Euclidean geometry can understood, are the 5 levels of thinking of understanding in geometry.
1 point for Team A. For the next question, the consideration of the 5 properties of levels is inherent in the Van Hale theory. What exactly are they?
So the 5 properties of the levels are: first, a fixed signal. All levels must be completed by the students in orderly. Second is the adjacency. What was intrinsic in the previous level becomes extrinsic in the present level at each level. Third is the distinction. A distinction, each level has its own set of linguistic symbols and a web of connection. A linguistic science meaning encompasses more than its official description, and it also contains the experiences the speaker links with the symbol. What is right on one level may not be correct on another. Fourth is the separation. Two people on separate levels are unable to communicate with one another. The teacher uses a distinct dialect language to the lower level student. And the last one is attainment. For leading students from one level to the next on a given topic, the Van Hales suggested 5 phases. And these are information or inquiry, guided orientation, explanation, free orientation, and integration.
Team A got another point. You appear to have done a lot of preparation for this, Team A. Okay, for the next question, Team B still had a chance to steal the score. Okay, for the next question. Within the rigid and non-rigid categories, there are 4 types of transformation. 3 of them fall in the rigid transformation category and 1 is non-rigid transformation. Identify the 3 rigid transformations and 1 rigid transformation.
The 3 belongs to the rigid is translation, rotation, and reflection. And for the non-rigid is delegation.
So according to Jennifer Biddle, in geometry, transformation refers to the movement of objects in the coordinate plane. The question is, what are the 2 types of transformations?
The 2 types of transformation are the rigid and non-rigid transformation. When returning the final image, a rigid transformation, or also known as isometry, does not change the size and the shape of the object or the pre-image. Rigid transformation include reflection, rotation, and translation, while on the other hand, the size or shape of the pre-image can be altered through a non-rigid transformation or both.
Wow! Team A has 4 points but Team B has 0. Don't worry Team B, you can still beat Team A's score. Moving on, according to Carla Dorling from Siddhant Pillai, shapes are the best basis of most images and design. Psychology of shapes is the science studying the influence of shapes on people. Psychology of shape suggests that every shape has a meaning attached to it, which influences our mind and reactions differently. The question is, what is the importance of considering the psychology of shapes?
Person's preference for a certain shape or figure can convey information about their personality and character traits. Furthermore, a rapid response to shapes might also reveal what's on one's mind.
Tia from Team B, what a brilliant response. Okay, for 3 points. According to Kyla Darling again, shapes are the base of most images and designs, and she enumerated 40 brilliant ways on how to use geometric patterns in the designs. The question is, what are the 40 brilliant ways enumerated by Kyla Darling?
Relate patterns to the subject. Use patterns in the letters. Use a pattern to alter images. Choose colors that work together. Use shape that enhance the experience. Create unique effects. Create a border. Add simple animation. Make it subtle. Use patterns to segment information. Create hand-drawn patterns. Use patterns to highlight certain elements. Combine several patterns. Choose uncommonly used shapes. Create a web between shapes. Imit complex patterns. Make it good in black and white. Incorporate real-life elements. Accent other material. Use patterns.
Use pattern to create images, play with the symmetry, combine patterns with photos, use lighting and shadows creatively, connect shapes in unique ways, make a collage, use diagonal, create inometric patterns, create patterns with font, play with symmetry, use patterns with patterns to be more complex, keep it simple, think different ways, use lines, create a theme. Use gradients, create characters, combine several different images, emulate an effects with shapes, create a background, create overlapping shapes.
Team B gets 3 points. This is exciting. Both teams receive 4 points. The person who gets this answer will win our secret prize. For the last question, who is Dr. de las Peñas?
Dr. Maria Luis Antoinette de las Peñas, Professor at the Department of Mathematics, Dean for Research and Creative Work, Loyola Schools. Her research interests are discrete geometry, mathematical, crystallographic group, theory, and technology in mathematics education. By using a combination of weaving and counting techniques, people of the Tawi-Tawi are able to create complex geometric designs by hand even without advanced mathematical training, de las Peñas highlighted during the lecture. The Hamapunis weaving, including the use of unique features called the tupi or fold, where the weavers control the direction of a pandan leaf as they weave their design.
What an incredible comeback! Congratulations, Team B. The secret prize is all yours. So, in this installment of our series on why learning matters, we explored the importance of geometric design. From assisting with creative career paths to laying a foundation for viewing the world, geometry is used in ways many of us don't even realize. Spatial relationships are important even for young children because it helps them understand their place in the world. It teaches them to determine how large a room is, how far the desk is, or which way to move. Geometric design allows students to connect mapping objects in the classroom to real-world contexts regarding direction and place. So understanding of spatial relationships is also considered important in the rule of problem solving and higher order thinking skills.